As you begin to wonder how deep a belief must go to become automatic, effortless, invisible, you may already find yourself relaxing into the rhythm of realization that the old maps, those dusty inherited beliefs, they were never the territory. What you're beginning to realize now is beliefs are flexible scripts, and you're the one holding the pen. Because what if you're already a genius, simply misreading the mirror? What if skill is just another name for repetition wrapped in belief? What if power isn't something you gain, but something you uncover, unmask, remember? So let's explore. Let's teach you in a way. The conscious mind forgets, but the unconscious deeply absorbs. Once there was a boy who thought he was only his name, his habits, his fears. He lived inside a box labelled me, until one day he stepped outside and found he was also the air around the box, the light above it, the shadow beneath it. You see, identity isn't a lock, it's a lens. And the more lenses you try on, the more you see what was always there. The soul behind the pattern, the spirit that plays roles without being any of them. You are that spirit. Just like a river flows into the ocean and becomes it. You can step into the personality model, the emotional model, the systemic model, and still remain the vast presence behind it all. You're not stuck, you're shifting. And even when the mind resists, saying, "But I've always been this way," we reply gently, "Yes." And that's just one model, one room in an infinite house. Step into the hallway of possibility. Now listen closely, because this next part happens without effort. When you begin to notice patterns, like how emotions rise when beliefs are triggered, how beliefs are stories with sticky endings, you become more than the story. You become the storyteller. Imagine three people. One sees themselves as a soul, free, limitless, pure light. Another sees themselves as a personality, defined by what happened yesterday. The third sees themselves as code, running programs they never wrote. Now imagine you're the fourth, the one who can be all three, shift between them, mix and match them, all at will. I'm the operator, I'm the observer, I'm the architect. You fractionate between identities, not to lose yourself, but to remember more of yourself. And every time you do this, jumping from soul to pattern to process, you break the trance and install a new one. A trance of power, a trance of transformation. Let me tell you about a woman who used to cry when criticized. Not because the words hurt, because an old belief was still active. I must be perfect to be loved. One day she paused, noticed the belief, smiled and whispered, "That's just software. I can debug it." And in that moment, emotion became information, pain became feedback, criticism became calibration. You see, confusion isn't chaos. It's the gateway to learning. So while your conscious mind wonders where this is going, your unconscious is already integrating that failure is feedback, that beliefs are lenses, that your energy shapes the mirror you see. Another man was stuck in a loop. He called it me. He believed success was hard, charisma was fake, and happiness had to be earned. Until one day he asked the right question. What if I'd been rehearsing limitation? So he rehearsed something new. I'm allowed to win. I'm allowed to change. I'm allowed to love myself right now. He didn't need to believe it right away. He just practiced, until his groove became a path. The path became a highway, and the highway became home. Now just consider for a moment, if beliefs shape behaviour, and behaviour shapes reality, then to change the world, you only ever had to shift a single thought. But you're not shifting just one belief, you're upgrading the whole system. Because inside you now are seeds of certainty, growing roots of resilience, flowering into the new operating system. With every breath you take, it deepens. And somewhere inside, a voice now whispers, I can see emotions as messages and listen. I can view myself as a soul and smile. I can embody a process and reprogram it. I can respond with power and lead. I can play roles and remain free. You're now the pattern interrupt, the master of metaphor, the magician of meaning. While you drift through moments where your thoughts used to limit you, a new rhythm is rising, one that says, my potential is limitless. I create my state. Rapport is a dance I can lead. I no longer wait for permission. I generate momentum. So as the old belief patterns dissolve like fog in the sunrise, and new beliefs rise like constellations in your mental sky, you find yourself acting differently, thinking freely, feeling lighter. Because this isn't just learning, this is recoding. Now everything you once thought was fixed becomes fluid. Everything you believed was a wall becomes a door, and you become the one with the key in your hand. Welcome to your new operating system.